sharing information about the things people can do if they have an AR type of gun. This is considered the gun right here. This part from here down to here is considered the gun. It doesn't matter which caliber it is. What matters is it's this part here. Okay, and this is the part that's registered with the government as far as being an FFL item. And then there's certain characteristics that the gun can or cannot have in order to be legal in states like California. And this is considered to be a modern sporting rifle, and California legal because it has a what you call a quick pin in it. So in order for me to be able to drop the magazine, I have to push the button, and this is the button that goes into this hole, and then that opens the upper receiver away from the lower receiver, and then I can drop the magazine out. Then I can close the upper receiver to the lower receiver. With the lower receiver being the AR15 type of lower, there's many different calibers in short action that can be added to the rifle. And a short action is something like a little over 2¼ inches at the most, like 2.26, I think, inches. So here's some of the cartridges that fit into that. There's the 450 Bushmaster, the 5.56 NATO, also known as 5.56 by 45. This is the 762 by 39, also known as a 762 Russian. There's many other names for these. This is the 223 Remington, and this is the 22 long rifle. There's many other calibers. There's probably 50 or 60 different calibers that can go onto this gun. So first I have the 450 Bushmaster, then I have the 762 by 39, then I have the 5.56 by 45 or 5.56 NATO upper receivers. They're all in 16-inch barrels or longer, but basically 16 inches, because 16 inches is the minimum length for to be classified as a rifle. If it's lower than 16 inches in length, then it could be a short barrel rifle, or it could be a pistol. And I don't own any of those. All I own is rifle barrels. I do want to get another one, the 6.5 Grendel, for longer shots in the future. But for now, the 450 Bushmaster is my most powerful one, followed by the 762 by 39, followed by the 223 and the 5.56 by 45, and then the 22 long rifle. And I'll show you how this goes on. I'm going to put the 5.56 by 45 barrel onto here. First I put it on, I close the forward bolt right here, and then I put the quick pin back into here. And that takes a couple minutes, so I'm going to shut the camera off and then I'll get back to that. Okay, so I push this pin through, and then I put the quick pin through, and the opening faces the back, and then I have to push it in and turn it around to where the opening faces forward in order to keep the quick pin to stay in. And just push it like that. It has a spring to make it come back. And that opens the lower from the upper. See, now it's like that. And then it comes open. That's how you make it California legal. Because in California, it's not considered safe to be able to just drop your magazine out like you do in the rest of the world. What you have to do in California in order to make this gun considered safe, so you have to be able to open the upper receiver from the lower receiver first, drop your magazine out, close the upper and the lower, then put your magazine back in. That's supposed to make it safer by having more steps to make the gun function properly. But that's one of the laws here. Got to follow the laws in order to be able to have this kind of a rifle in California. So now, in order to make this to where it'll shoot the 22 long rifle, I have to open this back up, take the pin out, open up the rear right here, take out the bolt, put in the 22 long rifle bolt right here, close it, put the pin back in, and then I can shoot 22 long rifle. And in any other place in the world, all I got to do is open the upper receiver, pull out the bolt, and put the other bolt in and close it. Then I can shoot 22 long rifle. But in California, got to follow the rules by doing the steps to take out the quick pin in order to replace the bolt from the 5.56 by 45 or 2223 into putting the 22 long rifle bolt in. So, got to be compliant in this state. And I like to follow the laws, even though I don't have to agree with the laws. I just have to follow them. So, it's got my $11 used Leaper scope from eBay on it, which works pretty darn good. So now my gun is now a 5.56 by 45, which also shoots 223 Remington bullets. And then if I want to go like bigger game hunting, put the 450 Bushmaster or the 7.62 by 39. Now I do have a buffer in here, which is the H3 buffer. I'll probably switch that back to the H1 buffer because the 5.56 by 45 has very little recoil. It doesn't need a stronger weighted buffer in it. It just needs the regular buffer, like the H1. Alright, that's it in a nutshell. That's how to switch an upper from the AR15 or the AR10 platform into a different caliber.